Sprouted chickpeas are definitely the new sensation as going by the various food groups, and did you know that this entire bowl of sprouted chickpeas is nutritionally superior than the normal chickpeas? Care to know why? Hear me out. This, my friends, is how I sprouted chickpeas and decided to test if I could stomach this without soaking them in vinegar, because the after effects of eating chickpeas without soaking could lead to unpleasant experiences in the living room. Alright, let me know in the comments if you want to learn how to sprout chickpeas so I can do a video on that. Now these grew faster than my pothos plant. I'm actually surprised. Anyway, once it reaches this stage and doesn't smell funky, which by the way is a sign that your chickpea sprout is inedible. Now we're going to leave this alone for some time until we get some pot of water to steam them. You're going to transfer them to a steamer, and some of them will probably refuse to jump because they've rooted. Now pull them apart. It's okay. Okay, close it and steam it for about 8 minutes. How do you know if sprouted chickpeas are cooked? Well, you test it by eating it. Push this away and place another pan. Get in some coconut oil. That's maybe 1.5 tablespoons of coconut oil. Okay, add in some chopped onions. Now, saute these onions, and I'm not going to show you how to cut an onions here because you guys know how to cut an onion. Then we're going to saute this until this become pink. Then we smash the ginger and the garlic. Now this is about 1 tablespoon of it, and please try to use fresh ginger and garlic because that goes a long way. Cook this down for at least 2 minutes. Do not skip this step. I had some leftover cashews, about 1/4 of a cup, and now I add that and then roast them off for some time. Then I add in the spices, the chili or paprika, then the turmeric, coriander, and then I cook this down for another 2 minutes. Please don't skip this step. We need to cook the spices. Then we add in 1 large tomato which has been chopped. Now this tomato is definitely bigger than the onion used, so we stir, close, and then check once again, and then add the salt and then give it a good mix. Now at this point we're just gonna cook it until it's nice and all broken down, and we're just waiting for the heat to subside once you switch off the stove. Right now, why do I need to wait till the heat is gone? Because I need to blend this now, because if you blend hot stuff in a blender, then you might have curry on the wall rather than the curry on the plate, or unless you have a blender that does not cause it. Okay, use the same pan and pour in this delicious sauce. Okay, use all the bits. Now once it bubbles up like this, you're gonna add back your steamed sprouted chickpeas. Now give it all a good mix. You don't want these to be in the heat for a long time, so I'm gonna finish it off with garam masala. I'm using Mylapore Kitchen's brand for garam masala. This is a brand from India. Now they do international shipping, but I'm not sponsored by them. Okay, I just love their products. Just use 1/4 of a teaspoon, give it a quick mix, and I'm gonna finish this off by using some dried coriander. I didn't have fresh one, guys, and this is optional. Adding cream, which is dairy or non-dairy, your choice. This just makes it look good and more creamier. And there you have it, the most easiest sprouted chickpeas curry made without butter or kasturi methi. It does really well with a hot basmati rice. Okay, now why is sprouted chickpeas better than the normal chickpeas? Well, protein content is higher in sprouted chickpeas. Sprouting is effective in reducing phytic acid and flatulence or gas, thereby increasing protein digestibility. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to do something for me. Please just click that like button for me and make my day. It helps to spread the video to more folks, and if you like this content, just click that subscribe button and we shall be friends forever. And speaking about forever things, here is a breakfast option that is actually a cake, but a good one. Gluten-free creamy cheesecake made with oats and cottage cheese. And I shall see you on another video. Take care.